Hi everybody, this time we're going to be talking about maps. But what does handmade tale has to do with maps? That's what we're going to find out here. A lot of cool maps. Looks like a boring topic, but it's not. It's a lot of services that are available, and how to find the service with maps is what I want to show you for the region of Waterloo and Guelph.
So let's talk about maps that really matter, right? The beer map in Cambridge, like the maps about Cambridge, like there are cool things about each city, right? And you can actually see here. So the Cambridge one, I'm going to show you 3 of the maps that you can find. And the first one is the emerging craft beer industry. So if you want to make a tour on Cambridge and take a look at the breweries, so you actually have all these properties being properly mapped here. And then you can know more about each one of the breweries. One is the historic downtown walking tour. So you can go by yourself and take a look at the different places. And you know that Cambridge is quite a touristic city like this. At least the central part of Guelph, the Guelph region, is the one that you would actually think about going for a tour by all the buildings and the nice view of the Grand River. It gives you even a path to follow, right, by these numbers here. So starting with the market building, and you get some history on the market building, and then and you see that the picture changed, right, when you move from one place to another. Answer Street North, have this Dendo block. What does this Dendo block means, and so on, right? The other cool map that we have here is the filming in Cambridge. You can come and see how many shots were taken in the bridge there in Guelph. Like, this is amazing. Handmaid's Tale maybe is one of the most known series TV shows that are being recorded here. So Handmaid's Tale, and you click on one of these items and one of these icons here, and then you end up seeing where, like which episode was it, some description. You actually have a picture of the location that this was recorded. And not only the Handmaids, not the TV show only, you could see movies as well. Not many movies, but I'm actually only on the main area, right? But if you start zooming out, you start seeing more places that were recorded. There's one place up north here, Flatliners. I don't know if you watched this movie, Screen Gems. Oh, look at this. Guelph has some interesting maps that could be good for your service, for the service of the community, right? So one of them is actually the Plow tracker. And saying right, my accent can be sometimes weird. My partner makes fun of it a lot of times, but anyway, I guess you guys are gonna have an extra fun here for free. So the Plow tracker is actually showing you which roads are plowed first, then the secondary, and then the residential. But you see that he is right saying here that the residential are only plowed after at least 10 centimeters of snow. So you don't expect to see a plow truck there in a mild snow event. So this is one of the map. The other one, I don't know how relevant this could be, but sometimes it's good to see the city is working there. So your tax money is doing this, right? Is the grass maintenance on the parks. So you can actually click the park and see the maintenance history. I know that the Bullfrog Park was cut all these days in 2020. It doesn't look like it was cut yet for this year, but as soon as we have cutting event in the Bullfrog Pond Park, then you're gonna be able to see this being updated there. I wonder if there's actually a bullfrog there. And the other one we have here is the tree ownership too. So you know that Guelph is a very green city, and the green party is there, and you can see which trees are owned by the city, which tree is owned by someone, right? So if it's a tree owned by the city, I don't think you should be cutting it. So I see here this Fairview Boulevard, this tree is owned by the city, and then you actually have the documented what type of tree this is, which is pretty cool. That's the kind of information that you can get here. And I can tell you already an example how useful this could be. So you are passing by a street, and then you are walking and say, oh, this is such a nice tree. I want to know what type of tree is this. And then I want to have this tree in my backyard. And you don't know what tree it is, but then you take note of the address, And then you come on this map, and then you take a look and see which type of species is it. Let's talk about Kitchener specifically, and I'll tell you, like, this amazing set of resources that you can find in the City of Kitchener website. The GeoHub is the coolest thing. It's amazing the amount of information that you can find here. So we have a base data, and then you can find demographics and infrastructure, planning, points of interest, sports and recreation. You have everything that you want to search in the City of Kitchener. It's part of the open data, and I'm going to show you what is open data. You go here in the frequent asked questions and say, it's a data made freely available to everyone to use and republish as they wish, without restrictions for copyright, patents, and other mechanisms of control. So it's all open. You can get this data and use it for your own purpose. That's pretty interesting. And then you're going to see that there is a gallery from the citizens. Like, you as a citizen can make your own map with the data available in Open Map. That's the cool thing. But if we go back to the map gallery, we have the City of Kitchener parks, COVID information, social Kitchener. So walking tour of Victoria Park. So this is one thing that you could see. Like, if you just go here, you can get a map. Same way you get a map of historical Cambridge. So you get information about the Victoria Park, and you can walk around and get more and learn more about this great park that is in the City of Kitchener. Another one you find is the demographic stories of the City of Kitchener. Look at the cool picture of the Victoria Park, right? And you can explore the demographics. Right? If I click here, 2019 demographics of the City of Kitchener, look what's going to happen. So I can scroll down, select my area of interest. And in this case, I could actually choose a neighborhood association board, but let's say that I want to see only about the City of Kitchener. I don't do anything. And then the only thing I do here is only actually select an area and double click, I guess. This is what, yeah. So I click once, then I get the demographic report in a single page. Look at this. Age distribution, highest education, household income, household by population generation, non-official home language. And the other one that I think it's quite interesting is the life segments. For example, the one who lives here would be our heritage hub. And then you click the image, there's a whole description of what these people are, how they think. So it's a good reference to see who your neighbors are going to be, if you actually would think you're going to be able to fit into this neighborhood. So another good resource that you can see in this region is that the neighborhood-related maps. So if you look at this one here, starting from Guelph, the Guelph Neighborhood Awesomeness map. I'm kind of a bit wondering if this is actually up to date, because it shows only the north part and a bit of the south part there. But if you start zooming here, and you're gonna see, let's take a look at the west side here. What does it mean? If I click this red dot here, it says, a secret park that feels good to little ones, a local green space. This is a park built from easements given by a ring of locals, leaving a memorial crest on Merit Street. It's accessible by 2 tiny easement paths, almost invisible, and it has a good plates and a gorgeous central tree. There's no website, but maybe you're gonna find hidden gems here, right? So this is an asset that is in your neighborhood. So if you're looking to move into some area, you want to know about what your neighbors are doing or what kind of cool things are in your neighborhood, then that's a good place to go. So what's this? This is the one about the neighborhoods. There's a Waterloo map about the neighborhoods. And you want to know more information about who lives in these areas. So you can see all the neighborhoods, all the subdivisions here very clear. But let's say you're looking for Laurelwood. Laurelwood, by the way, is the community that has one of the, according to the Fraser Institute, one of the best schools, 2 actually of the best schools of Ontario. I know that teachers may disagree about the Fraser Institute rankings, but don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what's in the ranking there. And if I click here in Laurelwood, you can get a statistical profile of the region. So I can click here and look what I get. I get, of course, the map first, where's Laurelwood, and the population by age groups. I can have the households by size, marital status, families, like comparing the Laurelwood with the city of Waterloo. So there's more above average 4-person families and 5-person families. So you see, it's a community that has a bigger families there. You know, you'd actually presume that you're not expecting to see singles or just couples. So it's a family-oriented neighborhood. So type of dwelling, a lot of single detached homes, more than the average for Waterloo. And being Waterloo a city with a lot of students, you can tell that in Laurelwood, you could go to this neighborhood and know that you're not gonna be in the middle of a student community because of the amount of single detached homes compared to the apartment buildings. See, apartment buildings pretty much in Laurelwood is zero. You don't even see it. And then the total occupied of private dwellings by type, you can see them here. Apartment, like I said, apartment buildings, the numbers zero compared to a whole Waterloo 5,000 apartment buildings. So, labor force, employed, unemployed, not in labor force, and then you can actually see the highest level of education, people above average, post-secondary certificate, diploma degree, people university certificate above average as well. And how many people are actually owning a property there, how many are renting, how many immigrants as part of the population, and by place of birth, you can actually separate, see most of the immigrants are from Asia.
And that's it for today. These were the maps that I was willing to show. There are many more that I didn't show because it would be like, I would be taking like an hour to show everything. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment in the section below. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos about the region of Waterloo and Guelph. Take care.